Do y'all want to go to my kitchen with me and my dogs? I feel like you're ready for the kitchen. Let's get this kitchen smoothie making party started. Officially got everything that you'll need in order to make a smoothie. We've got all the fruits, we've got all the greens, and most importantly, we have our personal hype squad. So if you've got animals, take them out, bring them into your kitchen. Let's make a smoothie. So we've got our fruits, which is frozen pineapple, frozen blueberries, somewhat ripened banana, and strawberries. We've got our greens, spinach and kale. And then we've also got some chia seeds and some flaxseed meal. So just ground up flaxseed. And then finally, we're gonna chat about this book. Let's chat a little bit about my experience with making smoothies. My mom was diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago and since has battled time and time again with her cancer. We came to the conclusion that smoothies were a really good way to get nutrients and good things and keep those in her diet even when she was feeling sick. Pretty much for months and months and months, my grandma and I worked on making smoothies that she would like, constantly testing, and really being intentional about making smoothies for her. Ever since then, I've just kind of been a smoothie fanatic and incorporated a smoothie every single day. If I'm keeping it 100, I probably have somewhere between 4 to 5 smoothies a week. Not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, simply just life certified and have been making smoothies for a very long time. So these are my tips, my tricks, and why I think you should add a smoothie into your day-to-day. One thing I will say, when we were researching nutrition advice for my mom, for cancer patients in general, we stumbled upon this book. I just hit myself in the nose. We stumbled on this book, How Not to Die, when we were doing a bunch of research into nutrition for my mom when she was going through cancer treatments. And How Not to Die is an amazing book, an amazing resource about nutrition. I mean, it's really thick. It's pretty much a Bible of nutrition information, and it's discovering the foods that are scientifically proven to both prevent and reverse disease. I found a lot of value reading this book. A part that I love about this book is something called the Daily Dozen. And the Daily Dozen is really how I started to think about how many fruits and greens and veggies and seeds that we need in our day-to-day that I just wasn't getting in my diet. Simultaneously, we were also making smoothies, and I thought, well, why don't I just throw some of the Daily Dozen into my smoothies? Hence, this is where my daily smoothie came from. There is an app that I used at the beginning when I started to make smoothies. It's the Daily Dozen app. From the Daily Dozen, when I was first starting off, these are the things that I was trying to get into each of my smoothies based off of the Daily Dozen app. Fruits, berries, greens, cruciferous vegetables, flaxseed, and I think that's everything. So there are 5 things that I tried to get into my smoothies based off of the Daily Dozen app. So those 5 things, I was trying to figure out how to incorporate those things into every single smoothie. This is what works for me. It can be updated based on your preferences or based on your needs. So often we think about nutrition and diet, and the first thing we think of is, what do I have to get rid of? Like, do I have to get rid of the cookies? Do I have to get rid of the ice cream? Do I have to get rid of the Chick-fil-A? We're not talking about restricting you in any way in this video. We're simply talking about what you can add into your day-to-day that will enrich your nutrition, not changing anything else. And it will make you a healthier, more energetic, hopefully happier, more joyful person. So I changed my outfit, and in all honesty, I started to record this video, got interrupted, and couldn't finish it that day. So 48 hours later, here we are. So every single time I make a smoothie, I always start off with adding my greens in, and my go-to greens are spinach, and my cruciferous vegetable go-to is kale. If you're just starting off, I'd encourage you to start with 1 cup of greens, because 2 cups can feel really leafy, and I just don't want to discourage you from not liking smoothies because of the taste. For me, it's always spinach. I'm gonna fill it up to the 1 cup mark. So we got 1 cup of spinach here. I'm gonna take the spinach out, wash it, and then I'm gonna put it inside of my blender. All right, so we got 1 cup of spinach going into my blender. Look at all of those greens. We're here for it. We're loving it. We're going to move on to your cruciferous vegetable. For me, my go-to cruciferous vegetable has always been kale. So I do half a cup of kale. This particular kale brand, it's Simply Nature, and it is from Aldi's. It's a great bag of kale. You get a ton of kale. So I'm gonna fill up a cup about halfway. I take it out of the cup, wash it, drop it in there with my spinach. Here goes our kale. Boop. Woo, there it is. We've officially got spinach and kale, which are our servings of greens and our serving of cruciferous vegetables in here. Put your greens and your cruciferous vegetables, put them together, pour a cup of water on top and blend those first, and then we're gonna go to the fruits next. So we got our greens here. I don't use any special kind of water. I just use the water from my sink. I pour it over the top of this. Here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's right. We got some water. All right, y'all ready for this? We have a very expensive blender that we invested in early on when my mom got sick. It's a Vitamix. Would not recommend if you're one person that is simply just making smoothies on a daily basis or a regular basis. It is not necessary for you to have a Vitamix. I will link a more affordable version of a blender in the description below. So we've got our greens blended up at the bottom here, blended with water first. It's gonna make it easier so that your blender doesn't get stuck. Moving on to fruits, whatever fruits you see, if you're like, oh, I don't like that fruit or I don't like that fruit, the cool, awesome thing about smoothies is you get to pick and choose what fruit you want. Keep that in mind the whole time while you're watching this. We're gonna measure out a full cup of strawberries, which normally is about 6 full-size strawberries. The picking of the strawberries is very important. In my experience, it's just around 6 strawberries, but we'll see if 6 strawberries actually makes us a cup. All right, after cutting all of those strawberries, which was I think 6 full strawberries, we have exactly 1 cup of strawberries. And the second fruit we're gonna have is kiwi. 2 fruits, we've got strawberry and we've got kiwi. If you're just using a fruit like a banana or a kiwi, 1 medium-sized fruit counts as 1 serving, where cut up fruit or frozen fruit, 1 cup counts as 1 serving. And my third serving of fruit is going to be pineapple. I love pineapple so much. Recently, I've been playing with mango and peaches. Pineapple is just one of those things that I really, really love. This pineapple is Season's Choice, which is an Aldi's brand of frozen fruit. Listen, if you're buying frozen fruit, I would highly recommend you buy frozen fruit from Aldi's. Honestly, Aldi's produce and their frozen fruit is so good. It's so affordable. Having frozen fruit on hand is a great tool for smoothies because you can literally just take it out of your freezer, throw it into your blender, and you have a smoothie. 1 cup of frozen fruit. We're feeling the rainbow here. Strawberry, kiwi, pineapple. These are the 3 fruits that I am picking for my smoothie. Pick 3 fruits you like and you incorporate them into your smoothie. Moving on to berries. Try to incorporate a berry into your smoothie. My go-to is blueberries. You can also use blackberries, raspberries, so many different types of berries, but we're gonna use blueberries. You're gonna want a serving of berries, which is half a cup of either fresh or frozen. So we have got half a cup of berries in here, blueberries specifically. I'm gonna wash them, throw them into my blender. Berries are so good, filled with antioxidants, all kinds of good stuff. We're so close to being done.
Dude, how many smoothie things do you do a week? Do the
Huh?
same thing?
This is for YouTube.
Oh.
I've never done a YouTube video on smoothies before. The final thing that we put into our smoothies is flaxseed, and recently we've started to incorporate chai seed as well. So a really good brand from Aldi's is Simply Nature. For flaxseed, you're gonna wanna get the ground or the milled version of flax seeds. That way the flax seed's gonna be more in a dust form and less in a seed form, because when it's seeds, it's a lot harder to blend. So I have two versions. Literally they taste the same, and one is a fraction of the price. Normally my spoon's a little bit smaller than this, but we just take a tablespoon of flaxseed, which I normally just use a spoon. You can see this is more like dust and not seed, and we're gonna just boop. This part is a little bit optional. I mean, everything is optional, but I've recently started to incorporate a spoonful of chai seed as well. You don't want to put too much of chai seed, or at least I don't like a lot of chai seed, because it almost tastes like bird feed. We're just gonna take a little spoonful of chai seed as well. Whoop. It's time to blend this baby up. Consistency and what you like. I normally blend mine for about a minute. I start low and then I slowly work up over the course of a minute, and that's how we get this smoothie in this consistency. The moment you all have been waiting for. For me, just take a sip. Here we go. Pretty dang good. Hey Ma, yeah. Will you come try this smoothie? It's fine, just take a sip and tell me what it tastes like. Mom would do it, she just woke up from a nap, so she can't. You gotta come yep, there we go. All right. Okay. Wait, before you do it, just know there are thousands of people watching you, so choose your words wisely, yeah.
Nothing like a preemptive, make sure it tastes good.
Yeah, the dogs.
Very good.
What's it taste like though? Like what fruits?
I mainly taste the pineapple. It's what I taste the most.
Pineapple.
It's what I like the most too.
All right, friends, we are meeting back in a familiar place, aka my office space. You're used to this. I hope you enjoyed cooking it up in my kitchen. I'm about to sit here and sip on this delicious smoothie. Here's the thing about smoothies. What you saw, you could pretty much copy exactly that and use that as a daily smoothie, or you can tailor it to fit your exact needs. If you already get 1 or 2 servings of fruit a day, then maybe you only do 1 or 2 fruits instead of 3 fruits. If you already get greens in your day, then maybe you don't add greens. Make it your own. The punchline is this: smoothies are easy, smoothies are approachable, smoothies are convenient, smoothies are fast. They are a way for you to add nutrients, add nutritional value into your everyday with a small amount of effort. Give smoothies an honest shot. If you make one and it's disgusting, don't give up on it the first time. Keep trying different combinations until you find something that you like, and then keep experimenting even after that, because there are so many possibilities with smoothies. Thank you so much for chefing it up in the kitchen with me. I hope you really enjoyed this, and more importantly, I hope that you leave this video and you go try making a smoothie. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already. Just tap the little red button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed my smoothie tips, and if you're gonna make a smoothie yourself, and comment below and let me know if you're gonna try making a smoothie, or if you already make a smoothie. I would love to hear about your smoothie making machine abilities. From one smoothie making machine to another smoothie making machine. Have a great week. I look forward to seeing all of your smoothies, and I love you guys oh so very much. That's definitely gonna be my thumbnail.